This broadcast is for March 22, 2026, Japan time. Welcome to Samurai MLB Talk. Thank you very much for watching. This channel is a place where we explore the essence of humanity through the lens of baseball, through the way we watch the game, the spirit behind it, and the philosophy it reflects from a uniquely Japanese perspective. To our viewers in the English-speaking world, I truly hope you'll enjoy this dialogue about human nature as seen through the game of baseball. Your support means more than I can say. If you enjoy this content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Part 1, Yamamoto's Mastery and the Samurai Trio. According to an article by Spanica, the headline reads, Dodgers Yoshinobu Yamamoto. 5 scoreless innings with 7 strikeouts on 5 days rest since WBC quarterfinals. On March 21, Japan time. In a game between the Dodgers and the Padres, Yoshinobu Yamamoto took the mound for his final spring training appearance. The result was a brilliant performance. Tossing 5 innings, giving up only 3 hits, with no runs and 7 strikeouts. On March 27, Japan time, the Dodgers will face the Diamondbacks in their home season opener. In this game, the team will wear special gold uniforms to commemorate last season's World Series championship. As for Yamamoto, expectations are high for him to serve as the opening day starter for the second consecutive year. Known as the Golden Right Arm, he is also expected to become the first Japanese pitcher to win the Cy Young Award. The article notes that he is heading into the regular season in perfect condition, with 5 days of rest. Watching him on the mound during this spring training game against the Padres, I saw the real Yoshinobu Yamamoto. To be honest, it seemed he wasn't quite at his best during the WBC. However, he mentioned in a post-game comment that the high-pressure experience of pitching in the WBC led to this superb performance in his final spring appearance. He must have felt deep frustration after the loss in the WBC. I sometimes think that if he had pitched against Venezuela the way he did in this final spring game, the outcome might have been different. But there is no use dwelling on the past. I can feel his strong determination to turn the page and lead the team as the Dodgers ace throughout the season. A characteristic of Japanese pitchers is the belief that maintaining the rotation is a fundamental duty. In addition to that, they are expected to deliver performances that bring victory to the team. In other words, keeping the rotation and leading the team to victory are an inseparable set. This sense of duty is naturally ingrained in Japanese pitchers. This season, the Samurai Trio, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Shohei Ohtani, and Roki Sasaki, will form the starting rotation for the Dodgers. With this, the Dodgers will undoubtedly rack up many wins. Yamamoto and Shohei Ohtani, who felt the bitterness of defeat in the WBC, and Roki Sasaki, who has been preparing through camp and spring training, with the frustration of not being able to participate in the WBC despite his desire, will surely show us incredible pitching during the season. I have great expectations for the success of the Samurai Trio. Part 2, the monster Roki Sasaki and Shohei Ohtani's return. An article from Baseball Channel features the headline, U.S. media criticizes Roki Sasaki's inclusion in Dodgers' opening rotation. J.P. Hoornstra of the U.S. media outlet The Big Lead noted that manager Roberts has clearly stated his plan to include Roki Sasaki in the starting rotation for the season opener. This season, Sasaki will join the starting staff alongside Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Shohei Ohtani, Tyler Glasnow, Emmett Sheehan, and River Ryan. However, there are voices of concern regarding Sasaki's role. Hoornstra pointed out that Sasaki has issues with his sinker mechanics, and with only one spring start remaining before the regular season opener, this is considered an undesirable situation. Personally, I believe that a good performance in spring training doesn't necessarily guarantee success in the regular season. So I am not particularly worried. Rather, it is precisely because results aren't great in spring that issues and areas for improvement are discovered. I view this as a path toward getting better. Therefore, I don't care about Roki Sasaki's spring training stats at all. In fact, I believe the worse the results are now, the more his true greatness will stand out once the regular season begins. As I have said many times, Roki Sasaki is not just one of many young pitchers. He is a monster. He has already proven his power in Japan. He is still developing and in the middle of his growth process. But he is working hard every day to unleash that monster-like talent in MLB. His raw talent is world-class. I look forward to seeing his true form as a monster during the regular season as he continues to train and refine his world-class pitching. Keep going, Roki. Another article titled, Opening Order and Rotation Aimed at Shohei Ohtani's Return, has been published. The Dodgers season opener against the Diamondbacks is on March 27, Japan time. But the second series against the Guardians is also drawing attention. In this three-game series starting March 31, Japan time. The article predicts that Roki Sasaki will start the first game, Shohei Ohtani the second, and Yoshinobu Yamamoto the third. While this rotation hasn't been officially announced yet, the idea of this samurai trio rotation, pitching on 3 consecutive days, is incredibly exciting. Due to the time difference, the games will be in the early morning for those in Japan. But my heart is already racing. The possibility of experiencing 3 dreamlike days with the samurai trio all appearing is something baseball fans will love. Part 3, Shohei Ohtani's Worth and the Future of Baseball. According to Sports Hoka, Shohei Ohtani was left out of the starting lineup for the spring training game against the Athletics on March 22, Japan time. I see this as a rest period to account for his fatigue, given the grueling schedule of joining the team and pitching in a spring game just 4 days after the WBC ended. Shohei Ohtani is often called a unicorn, a superhuman existence. But he is also a human being who needs rest. He is so disciplined that if no one stopped him, he would play baseball forever. Naturally, that would put an excessive burden on his body. During his time with the Angels, in a doubleheader against the Tigers, Shohei Ohtani pitched a complete game shutout in the first game. Then, in the second game, he hit 2 home runs as a batter. I was shocked to see him rounding the bases while holding his lower back. I have never seen another player play so desperately, without fear of injury. That was the moment I truly realized why the god of baseball smiles upon Shohei Ohtani. He spends every day wanting to get better at baseball. Despite the exhaustion of the WBC, he rejoined the Dodgers camp and immediately pitched against the Giants. It's only natural to be tired. With the season about to begin, I hope he takes a solid rest and returns to the field in high spirits. This season, much like Yamamoto, the disappointment of the WBC defeat will fuel Shohei Ohtani's success in 2026. Unlike a typical year, I expect to see Ohtani at full throttle from the very start of the season. I am also greatly looking forward to seeing the two-way Shohei Ohtani back in action, just like his days with the Angels. In another report, Nikkei Sports writes, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, aiming for the first Japanese Cy Young Award. In his final spring start against the Padres, he looked magnificent, recording approximately 97.5 miles per hour. Seeing his strikeouts and his superb performance on the mound made me very happy. During the WBC against Venezuela, his fastball was mostly in the low 90s. However, the experience of pitching under that extreme pressure has clearly led to his current powerful form. He is now in perfect condition. It is a common wish for all of us fans in Japan to see him rack up wins in the regular season and win the Cy Young Award. Among current Japanese pitchers, he is undoubtedly the closest to that honor. I am certain that the Samurai Trio will bring many victories to the Dodgers. Yamamoto's great pitching will surely stimulate Shohei Ohtani and Roki Sasaki, creating a powerful synergy. Moving to another topic. Spiniki reports that the Samurai Japan jersey worn by Shohei Ohtani during the WBC has reached a bid of over $200,000. This specific jersey was worn during the game against Taiwan on March 6, where he hit a grand slam and recorded 5 RBIs. The fact that a jersey with number 16 is priced like real estate shows his immense global value. Finally, I want to talk about the future of how we enjoy baseball. In the WBC, Samurai Japan was defeated by Venezuela in the semifinals. While the tournament was a huge topic in Japan, there was a major shift behind the scenes. Previously, national team games were always broadcast for free on terrestrial TV. However, this WBC was an exclusive broadcast on Netflix, starting a new style of pay-to-watch sports. Since the culture of supporting the national team for free is strong in Japan, this change has caused some confusion. I am particularly concerned about Japan's economic situation. With 30 years of stagnation and nearly 60% of the population struggling, many children might lose the chance to watch the WBC because it is behind a paywall. Free broadcasts inspire children to dream of becoming ball players, while some blame Netflix. This situation was brought about by the weakness of Japanese broadcast media. Even as the economy stalled, media companies stayed profitable. But now internet ad revenue is overtaking terrestrial TV. This shift to paid broadcasting will continue. However, if all sports become pay to watch, the number of people playing baseball will surely decrease. Selling MLB regular season games as paid content is a correct business move. But having international tournaments like the WBC only available for a fee is a major issue. To ensure children don't lose the spark to chase their dreams, I believe national team games should be broadcast in a way that everyone can see them for free. It's a difficult problem, but creating an environment where children can experience baseball is vital. That is all for today. Thank you very much.